I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. There's another paid request, this time for Sherlock Bond. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos or topics, reactions, reviews, or whatever randomness, feel free. Pretty much anything. Feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. This is for a film called The Poison Rose, which again is a film I never heard of. Came out in 2019. And it stars John Travolta, Morgan Freeman, Robert Patrick is in it, Brendan Fraser is in it. And with that cast, sadly, it's a movie that's kind of meh. It's a meh movie. I've said this before. I have this on this site called Letterboxd. I'm doing this thing where I'm doing this because I'm not good at star ratings. I never do star ratings, but I'm trying to do it for a lot of the films I watch. And the way I'm doing it is like 5 stars. That's one of my favorite films ever. It's okay. Yeah, I didn't mind it. 3 stars. 2.5, which is in the middle, middle of 5 stars. That's more of meh. Maybe meh lean to negative, maybe meh lean to positive. Like, this is one of those like 2.5 out of 5 star movies, because it's a little bit of a mystery. It's a PI movie. It's a little bit of a southern film noir movie. John Travolta, some people may be against his southern accent. They may feel it's a bit too over the top. I didn't mind it. Maybe because I prefer this John Travolta performance compared to, was it Speed Kills that I saw, and Gotti, and I forget what else it was. The Fanatic is hilarious, I'll say. The Fanatic is a mess, but it's a very interesting mess that I don't know if I didn't really hate the film. That probably also did 2.5 stars. So that's what I mean, like, this is less of a mess, but not as crazy. The Fanatic is more of a mess, but it's also more weird that it's almost hypnotizing. So again, with each movie, it's like different levels. Just how my brain works. But yeah, John Travolta, he does his narration throughout the film. You know what they say, everything in moderation, including moderation. I went, what? The fuck does that mean? Everything in moderation, including moderation? I'm like, oh, right. But the movie wasn't as bad as that stupid fucking opening line. Pretty much it begins with folks are chasing him, and he's running with a cat and a terrier. Since he's a bit in trouble, He gets hired, he goes back to Texas, where he's from, and he's supposed to look into this mental hospital to find this person. And the doctor that runs it is Brendan Fraser, who, fairly weird performance from Brendan Fraser. And I like Brendan, but it's like a southern weird accent, and he's almost like 2 seconds away from being a German doctor working for the Nazis. Hello, dear. I mean, or ready to go hold in, or hold his hero. But he's not playing German. He's playing Southern. But just this weird. He's got this combed hair. It's a very eccentric performance. Other people, yeah, Robert Patrick as the sheriff. Sadly, Robert Patrick's not in it much. I think it was a waste of him. Waste of a good actor. He appears a handful of times, but he's really not given much meat on the bone to play with. Which is sad, because he's a really good actor. Morgan Freeman. I mean, it's Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman's Morgan Freeman. It's nice to see Morgan Freeman. This is definitely on the lower pedestal of acting roles. He's a guy who plays poker. He's also got a sense of power. I mean, he is a power broker, but he's got a sense of controlling events throughout this area. Just as he puts it, he never wants to lose. He never loses. Oh, Peter Stormare. Peter Stormare was in 8mm. He was in Armageddon. He's been in a lot of stuff. He was the devil in Constantine with Keanu Reeves. He's in this as another person John Travolta meets and talks with. And the story at times can get kind of dull. And that's the thing, like the acting, for me, I wasn't too bothered with it. It wasn't exceptional, but it was fine for me. The look of the film, I didn't mind, like cinematography-wise. Oh, another familiar face, Famke Janssen. Jean Grey in the older X-Men movies. She was in Deep Rising. She plays the ex of Travolta's character. She has a daughter, and the daughter's boyfriend is this football player that dies. So in the midst of looking for this missing woman in the mental hospital, he's also looking into how this football player died. Was it the daughter character, because abuse was involved with the guy abusing his girlfriend, aka this daughter character? Is there something else going on? Are they linked together where Brendan Fraser, someone drugged that football player because he knew too much? This is sort of the mystery trying to culminate together. I wouldn't say it's the most interesting mystery, though. There wasn't a big propulsion in the mystery. It wasn't like you're drawn in. At least I wasn't as drawn in. This is more, I like this cast. I'll hang out with them for a little bit. And it's not, the idea is the film noir style Travolta with the narration, which, I don't know, I mean, I've heard worse narration in movies. Believe me, I've heard way worse. Now, there are times where the movie tries to put in action. I do think the director, he needed a better handling on how to do action. There's a point where Travolta's here going down these steps, and then these hitmen from earlier, they've followed him and they're shooting at him. The way this scene is blocked, the director did a bad job using this environment. The camera's showing Travolta on the steps, and then Travolta goes over here, and I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't even know there was a hole over here, like another alleyway for him to hide in. And then he's looking over here shooting. Oh wait, there's a guy behind him, and oh shit, there's a balcony there too. Like I said, I thought not a great job establishing how the whole environment looks. So then I'd get confused. Wait, where's he shooting at? Oh, okay, he's shooting that. Oh wait, he's shooting there. Oh wait, now he's looking around the corner. To begin with, I didn't even know the way it's shot. These are the stairs. I didn't know there was anything over here. It's like, oh, now Travolta's, okay, now we're over here. So I don't know, I thought there were better ways to have done blocking on that type of scene. there's another point where he's on a football field and a guy's trying to kill him, and the guy's a shitty shot. Like the guy literally has a scope on him, and somehow he misses Travolta. I don't know how. Maybe an imaginary bird shit on him, and I don't know. Maybe he had some flashback to something. Maybe he was too busy thinking of the movie Sniper. One shot, one kill. One shot, one kill, and he was daydreaming. And then he accidentally fired. Oh shit! I don't know how the fuck he missed. But I did like the bit where Travolta gets a football and throws it to the guy's face to knock him out. I did like that bit. So again, really, it's one of those movies that it was a time waster at best because the mental hospital, perhaps that could create some interesting atmosphere, and then with how weird Brendan Fraser's character is, which for some reason they had to have a scene where Brendan Fraser's in his office and he lets out a fart in his office. I went, why was this necessary? Why was this fucking necessary? I don't know. I really don't. And again, it's not the most poorly looking. Yeah, remember, I've seen a whole wealth of shit from Robo Vampire to Pocket Ninjas to Feeders to Tina Mavar to The Amazing Ball to Neil Breen's filmography, at least some of it. And I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm more lenient when I see a film like this. It's like, yeah, I don't mind the cast, I don't mind the look of the film, and yeah, the mystery's really not the most engaging, and it's not going at that big of a pace. It's just, it's not really a mystery that's drawing me in, but it's kind of, mildly curious. if that, if that doesn't make sense, I don't know how else to describe it. I think if you didn't have this cast, it would have been a wealth of difference. And this is not a film I would defend either. I would not defend the film if it got bad ratings. Not at all. It's just compared to Travolta's Gotti and Speed Kills, it's better than those. It's better than those. It's just one of those, meh. You know, back in the day, you would see a movie on cable, it's a rainy night, okay. Well, that killed 90 minutes. Spoiler alert, spoilers. Because it leads to, you find out the daughter is actually Travolta's girlfriend, and Famke Johnson didn't tell him because he had left. And you find out Famke Johnson had drugged the football player because Famke Johnson's sick with cancer, and she didn't want her daughter to stay with this abusive asshole. Meanwhile, that had nothing to do with what was going on with the hospital. That was another thing where Brendan Fraser's character has a meth shop in the mental hospital as well. Meth dealers. And so Brendan Fraser and group will bill patients and even bill families even after people have died, as well as they're dealing with meth. And it gets to a point where Fraser's telling him to dig this hole for your own grave. Travolta hits him in the face with dirt. The guy from the football field, the hitman, tries to shoot him, misses again. This guy is the worst hitman ever. He's the worst shot ever. And then ultimately, John Travolta gets to this door, through this door, and that's the meth place as part of this mental hospital. And there's a little shootout. Even the people is like, well, we gotta have a little bit of action. And that shootout in the meth shop, there are times where, I don't know if I want to say they overuse slow-mo a bit. No, I wouldn't even say that. I take that back. I wouldn't even say that. Instead, what they do a lot of, in Bad Boys 2, at the beginning of the film, where Will Smith shoots, and you see the bullet go through these different objects, and then goes through Martin Lawrence's ass. But you've seen this other stuff, like when they're testing the velocity of a bullet as a slow-mo where it goes through a vase. It goes through something, and or you see it slowly explode. During the shootout, they do that a lot. Because there's all these test tubes of this meth lab. As a lot of his bullets, like they do that quite a bit too much, I would say. But yeah, Brendan Fraser gets shot by one of the mental patients. I guess poetic justice. The death of the boyfriend is blamed on the death of the football player is blamed on Brendan Fraser and his crew. And tells Robert Patrick that. And then Fabia Johnson admits what she did to Travolta, but Travolta's not going to arrest her because it's his ex. And she's dying, and he's going to stay with them for the time being, and that's how the movie ends. So, like I said, I've seen so much worse stuff that this is like a passable time waster, mainly for the cast. And it was nice to see Travolta in a film noir. He doesn't get to do that a lot. Granted, I wish it was a better movie, a more engaging story, a more intriguing plot line. I imagine, the movies would never go this dark. Nicolas Cage in 8mm. This movie was never going to go that dark, but I look at Nick Cage in 8mm, like, it'd be nice to see John Travolta in that type of mystery detective story. Among other films I'm sure many people can name. So The Poison Rose, like I say, it's a meh movie. Take it or leave it. And that's kind of how my feelings. I could take it or leave it. I don't hate it. There's much worse movies I've seen, but I've seen a lot better too. And John Travolta, I'll say, he definitely doesn't have the Nick Cage career. Because Nick Cage, he does bad films, but at least he does really bonkers, crazy, well, technically Travolta did that with The Fanatic. But like with Nick Cage, he did Willy's Wonderland, which I really enjoyed. I liked Color Out of Space. Mandy, I loved. I liked Mom and Dad. I know I'm alone in that, but that's fine. I liked it for what it is. While Travolta, I almost wish he would do maybe a film better written than The Fanatic, but like more of those crazy projects. Maybe did to a little bit of his Broken Arrow villainous character, but as a hero, or I don't know, just I like John Travolta as an actor. I'll end it with this. I liked him as an actor, whether it be Grease, whether it be Broken Arrow. Obviously, Broken Arrow is my favorite Travolta film, but I like The General's Daughter. There's other movies I do like and enjoy, and Basic I liked. So yeah, maybe From Paris with Love I thought was fun, a bit underrated. So I know they want to do a Face Off 2. Please no. But they're not going to listen to me. But with that said, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.